Hi, Cancer. I hope you're doing amazing. Welcome on in. We're going to talk about your money and career situation for mid-May 2023. So let's jump right into it and pull from the Gilded Tarot deck and see what's in store for you. For my lovely Cancers, money and career. Okay, the King of Wands and the Three of Cups. Beautiful. So I really feel as if this is your energy. You might want to watch, I want to say it was the, if I could even speak, I want to say it was the Libra reading that got this as their main energy. And you might have that heavily or partially aspected in your chart. But in the midst of you feeling very confident, I want to say in the remainder of May, when it comes to your ability to accomplish your talent or multiple skill sets, when it comes to your ability to get the job done, regardless of if you're an entrepreneur and or work for one of multiple jobs. I feel like there's a focus on your strategic way of accomplishing things, you being very intuitive at this point along your path. The passion that you have for what you're continuing and or beginning lights up the room is what I'm hearing. It lights up the video or the creation, the accomplishment, however it looks for you, that you are seeing come to be for yourself, making happen all the meanwhile. It feels like people are inspired by you, people are impressed by you, and people feel more passionate and more grounded after watching your content or viewing your content, right? Absorbing whatever you created or developed, or seeing your work in general. It could be in regards to you assisting them through that job or business. It could be more in regards to you providing a product, or you just being helpful in one way, shape, or form. There's going to be more than one reason to celebrate in the remainder of May in regards to what you achieve, in regards to something growing and prospering for some, in regards to numbers going up and the money flowing in. For someone, a big lump sum of money, if not two of which, comes in at a certain point or certain points. Make sure you manage it well, because it feels like it might be less than a previous one, or it might be just needing to be stretched through to a period of time until you make more. But I do feel as if the remainder of May highlights your view in regards to the future of your money and career. Thinking about a ship coming in. I need this job, right? It's not even a want at this point. It might be partially, but it's a need, so that I can make more money, so I can have this balancing act and get towards that financial investment and or have that comfort financially for my future. Could be more in regards to you simply wanting to have that new living situation or that new car to invest in, but not seeing the right option or just not seeing it come to be yet. I do feel like if that's the case for you, you might just see it come to be towards the end of the month. And Spirit's saying, why do you feel like this is too late? Because you're so hungry for more? A little bit impatient maybe? Feeling a bit bored for some, or just feeling as if what you have at hand isn't all that you deserve or want? Fair enough. But everything's happening when it's meant to, and you need to remember this. It's hard to in the moment, I get it. What else do we have for Cancer? Yeah, the Nine of Cups and the Six of Swords. I do feel like all the meanwhile, you're being reminded of the fact that you've made the right choices, right? One in particular being highlighted, potentially for some, again, more than one, but what you left behind, say it was one, if not multiple jobs. Could have been a living situation, if not multiple. There's a highlight on you gaining this new wish fulfillment, or that could be right around the corner for you, and that being something of true importance, and again reminds you that you've made the right choice, if not multiple, because now you're gaining what you're meant to. Something more fitting for you, something potentially for some less stressful and more comforting all the meanwhile. I'm also hearing better in temperature. Reminds me of me leaving a job behind in the past, a serving job, because it was so cold during the orientation that I got such heavy anxiety. So I just feel like something of the sort. Okay, it could be something that you had been working at, a job that you've been working at, or a place you've been living at for a long time. Anyways, I do feel like you're just thinking about more, better for yourself. There's a focus on past heavy times, and that highlights why you are where you are now. The Ten of Wands flown into the ground. There could be a heaviness, at play where you're living and or working, and Spirit saying, doesn't that remind you or inform you that you do desire a big switch up moving forward, or just a change in general, or an adjustment if you don't see that leaving your life or you leaving that situation. But I also feel like I'm not picking it up, but the Ten of Wands does speak upon all that's on your plate and how more of which will be on your plate moving forward. It's this feeling that as a Cancer being drawn to this reading, you're meant to succeed more, all right, than you have up until this point. And you know this, you feel this within, don't you? Even if that means making certain big investments, or one in particular, certain risks, leaps towards more, taking on more, because it feels like being someone who's meant for more success moving forward and is succeeding more in the remainder of May in general than you have been, and potentially in different ways or just an increase in certain ways or one in particular, that leaves you with more on your plate, right? It reminds me of me running this business. It's great to succeed more. It's great when it grows more and I end up bringing on more customers, clientele, doing more personal readings. But all the meanwhile, that means I have more on my plate. I'm making more money. I'm helping more people. I'm getting, Spirit's voice and my intuition out there more. But it doesn't, my name gets spread, right? But it doesn't leave me with more simplicity, right? So you just got to remember that when things get busier, when things feel a little bit heavier in that sense, it's about how you manage it. It's about how you approach it and view it. Your perspective means the world to how heavy things feel at this time. But I also feel like there's a focus on certain outside factors, noise, energy, your spirituality. Just remember what's within your control and that you have the ability, the knowledge and experience to overcome certain obstacles. And if need be, step away from your work or step away from that environment when the energy doesn't feel right or it doesn't feel doable to accomplish, because when it's meant to get done, it simply will, period. And same goes for when you're meant to acquire something or see a change or switch up, an adjustment in your life. It'll happen, all right? Trust in divine timing. I know it's easier said than done at times. But for some, there's a focus on where you didn't fit in and or don't fit in at this time. Potentially people at work and or at home that you just don't vibe with and are not meant to associate yourself with, right? Memories popping up left and right as preparation, as a reminder, as a push to solidify in your mind what's right for you for some. But I do feel like there's thoughts of lack, right? I don't have enough money. This is going to come to be when potentially you're just kind of zoning out at work, in your own lane, could be at home, running errands. I do feel like you need to remember to check oneself when you feel the need to overspend. Don't buy extra. Don't over-purchase. Don't browse online when you don't need to. That's going to push you to want to spend more. Because I feel like out of respect for one, if not multiple important goals for your future financially, let's not overspend. It's going to be of true importance for you to see every little bit save up, add up, right? Just because there's more money flowing in at certain points in the remainder of the month doesn't mean you can overspend, right? I do feel like Spirit's saying this is just a glimpse or a fraction of what you're going to make moving forward. Feels very consistent for a lot, or kind of sporadic and big and small chunks. But I do feel as if, saving is the name of the game, all right? Being smart, strategic, mature, and responsible all the meanwhile. But to continue pulling, there's also a focus on you with the Hermit card being a true leader at heart. Why is this coming to be as a highlight? Because you're guiding yourself and Spirit's guiding you in certain ways, but you forget as to how, at times, how powerful you truly are with your Cancerian voice, your intuition, your creations, developments, your talent, if not multiple. How this does guide the way for other people, if not I want to say one, if not two demographics for some. Could be a community that you're feeling connected to. Reminds me of me and this amazing channel as it grows by the day. You could be a tarot reader or some sort of healer, light worker of some sort. There's more for you ahead is what I'm hearing. There's more, okay? Keep that in mind. Look at that. An immense amount of abundance flying in throughout the month. Interesting wording. I was going to say flowing in, but it feels more rapid than that. It feels like there's growth, there's progress, there's attention coming in. I'm seeing the Three of Pentacles in my mind's eye. There's going to be a focus on what you see in your mind's eye, that vision, if you will, your third eye being open as well. But monetarily, that abundance coming in, financial gain, if you will. There's a push to recognize, to look around you at home or potentially in your work environment for some, less likely, to notice all of the material abundance that you have acquired over time and how grateful you should continue or start to be in regards to that. Because I do feel like this will, one, check you in regards to purchasing unnecessary items or just more of what you already have. And it just will keep you in that grateful state of mind, perspective. Anyways, as I struggle a bit, the Lover's card, I'm hearing very likable. Part of this Six of Pentacles abundance vibe is once again attention, people loving your vibe, your energy, how you do what you do. What you say is the truth is what I'm hearing. I will never forget one of the monthly money and career reads I did for you, Cancer, where towards the end, Spirit spoke through me and said, in Cancer we trust. In Cancer we trust. It's this feeling that you've gained certain levels of trust from certain viewers or people in general, customers, clientele, people you work with even, that now are coming back around, and that's helping you in so many ways, and even helping them, I feel the need to say. But this is also the vibe when it comes to new people tuning in or just needing your work, asking you for assistance, or just observing you in certain ways. It's like, okay, Cancer, I like them. They know what they're doing. They're good at what they do. I mean, potentially blowing people out of the water, people are thinking about how you're just increasingly progressing and getting better at what you do. It reminds you that what you water, what you focus on, will grow, will prosper, will lead you in the right direction up that ladder towards more success. It just feels like, again, this is a remainder of May where you're reminded what you have at hand is meant to go the distance, and or you're meant to acquire what you're meant to moving forward when it's meant to be. There's just more ahead for you once again. And the remainder of May reminds you of just that. All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Definitely go enjoy the remainder of May, if I could even say it. And I'll see you next time.